Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for checking out this video. We're going to talk about your full moon energy tarot reading for around March 9th is when the full moon is. So we're going to be looking at what is kind of full bloom. It's the peak of the cycle. So what is kind of like peaking for you. Also a period of time to start releasing some things that didn't quite work out this cycle, to clear a path and make way for the new moon. So if you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do tarot readings on the new moon and the full moon and look at those energies for you. I did want to apologize for the lighting. It's kind of dark. I had to wait for the kids to go to bed so I could finish up this round of videos. And so now it's dark and my bedroom lights are very moody. So I apologize if you can't see the cards. My camera has trouble focusing when it's kind of dark, so bear with me, please. In other news, I have reached a milestone. I am at 1,000 subscribers, which I'm so happy about, and I couldn't have done it without you. So there's a video link in the description box when we get to the end of this. Make sure you check it out. My little celebration, maybe a couple gifts. So yeah, check that out. All right, let's get into it. 1 minute and 20 seconds. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna use my pendulum to decide which deck we want to use for this reading. All right, we are going with Dark Mansion. I got clear nose on the other two, and then when I got to this one, it just stood still, which was kind of weird, but it was different from the other two. We're going with it. All right, Scorpio. This is a harder one to shuffle, so bear with me. There's definitely not a bridge going on that one. I feel like I'm like really low. I think somebody moved my tripod. I don't think I've gotten taller. All right. What is Scorpio's energy for this full moon? March 9th. Scorpio's energy, please. Okay. One card. Wheel of Fortune. All right. We've been getting that a lot lately. With all the decks, actually. Okay, that one wants to come out. One more for Scorpio's energy for the full moon, March 9th. What is going on with Scorpio? Yeah. All right. Ooh. Oh, okay. I feel something in the live department. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune here, like a carnival. That's like a Ferris wheel because my thing won't focus. I'm so sorry. If it looks focused to you, maybe like the screen that I can see is fuzzy and you're like, what's wrong with your eyes? Aren't you wearing glasses? But Wheel of Fortune, okay, it's kind of like a carnival scene. But the Wheel of Fortune is about, you know, things happening that are positive for you, the wheels turning in your direction kind of thing. But it, you know, it's not always, but I feel like with these other cards it is. We also have the King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups is, you know, on top of the emotions. We're talking about the water element here. Oh, I'm trying to find a way to get that to focus for you. You know, this King of Cups, particularly from this deck, doesn't give me the same feeling. It doesn't give me the warm fuzzies that most of them do. So, I mean, we'll see. We have the Two of Cups next. Okay, so that is lovebirds on the top there. There's a pair, and a pair, and an apple. A pair of birds, a pair of worms in the apple, a pair of people, a pair of cups. All right, so pairing up. I feel like we're getting some good things going as far as relationships go. I feel like this could very well be a relationship read for you, given all the cups and the Two of Cups in particular. But I do feel a pairing up Let's just see what else we have going on though. What else? Also, possibly closing of a cycle I'm feeling with this Wheel of Fortune. All right. That is 3 cards. The Chariot. You can't see that, or at least I don't think you can. What is that? The 7? 7 of Wands. And the Justice card. This just came out for Libra as well. I don't think there, and the King of Cups came out for Libra, so maybe there's some similarities. Maybe you should check out that video too. It's up to you. The Chariot could be a Cancer you're dealing with, or somebody. Yeah, I kind of feel like. Remember in the beginning when I said sometimes the Wheel of Fortune isn't good? It also can be closing out a cycle. That 10 energy is kind of closing a cycle, and I also did say that like this doesn't give me the warm fuzzies like the other King of Cups do. And then we have the 2 of Cups, so I feel like this has to do with the relationship. We have the Chariot, which is kind of overcoming an obstacle. Like, I feel like there was some obstacles in this relationship. Ooh, I feel like there's some obstacles in this relationship. It felt like you had to be defensive. You know, feeling like on edge all the time. Yeah, I feel like you kind of you're working on overcoming that. Then we have the Justice card. Okay, which legal action could be involved here, if it's possibly a divorce. But we do still have the Chariot over here, so it could be in the other direction, overcoming an obstacle with your partner, okay? Taking down the defensiveness, you know, undoing some things that were not so great. And then, you know, like things turning out the way that they deserve to be for you. In either case, I feel like it's going to be for the better in the long run. But I feel like it really could go either way, which I know is not helpful. And I feel like I'm being wishy-washy. But I honestly feel like with the Chariot having this overcoming an obstacle energy, I feel like it very well could be with the person and not against them, if that makes sense. I'm actually going to pull a card from here to clarify. All right. Can you clarify this 7 of Wands, please? Okay. The Lovers. Okay, so yeah, definitely together. You're overcoming this together. There. I have solved my mystery. Overcoming this conflict, overcoming this defensiveness, and paired up again together, okay? So definitely validation that is a together, overcoming this obstacle together to reach a balanced, fair, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm really struggling with words today. It's got to be retrograde or something. It's almost over, right? But fair and balanced result, I guess. But I feel like it's together. You're going to have to work on it, though. I feel like it's working on something together. All right. What does Libra need to do? Any actions for Libra to take, please? Any actions for Libra to take? Ow. Any actions for Libra to take? Not my favorite deck to shuffle. We have Death. Okay. Starting over. Getting a fresh start. Okay, so the Death card isn't death. The Death card is rebirth. I feel like you're overcoming something with this person, right? I feel like you're overcoming something in order to, you know, balance out those scales. Like maybe things weren't exactly balanced before. Somebody felt they had to be a little defensive and somebody felt like they were being like super lovey-dovey. And you guys just weren't meeting in the middle. I feel like that balance is what you're going to work on. And the advice that I have for you is to, you know, rebirth, you know, allow allow a rebirth in the situation. But yeah, I feel like you're overcoming something, you're struggling. Like, Wheel of Fortune, I feel like is definitely, now that we've pulled this clarification, it's in your favor. Things were a little bit weird, and I don't see anything crazy like Cancer's video that was just crazy amount of narcissism in there. This one, I feel like it's just misunderstandings, like minor misunderstandings that you can overcome if you work together, okay? Working together, pairing it up. Pair, apple, okay? Don't let that apple fool you. You can work together on this. And I feel like once you start aligning forces, okay, so instead of being against each other, it's you two against the world. Okay, so I feel like that just needs to be a little shift. Okay, spin that wheel, shift it a little bit to where you're working together on this and not against each other. And then you are allowing this rebirth to happen. I mean, God, I wish you could see this. I love the artwork on this. Maybe you can. I don't know. He's just sitting there, like, literally, like, any day now. When is this gonna happen? I ain't got all day. That's what he looks like, right? And I hope you can see that. It's not gonna focus. If I get one of those fancy lights, it's just gonna, like, reflect off of my glasses anyways. I have new glasses coming too. But he's just, like, sitting there, you know, like, waiting, like, okay, when are you going to accept this change, right? So I feel like that's what's going on for you right now. Like, I feel like you and whoever this person is, I feel like it's romantic, but it could apply in any situation. It could be, you know, like a business partner kind of situation. Whoever this person is that you're kind of feeling a little bit at odds with, if you work together, this will be better for you. It will rebirth the whole process, whatever this is that you're working on together, whether it's a relationship, a work thing, business deal, whatever. If you stop, you know, if you take the time to understand the other person and work together on it, it will result in a rebirth. And, you know, like, he's just sitting there waiting for you to be like, you know, you two, he's sitting over here in the corner going, you two, get your shit together and let's do this, because I'm ready to take you to a new level. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will check out that other video in the description box. Thank you all so much for being subscribers. And if you're not and you are now, I thank you now. As always, have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.